These notes, we are going to look specifically at some landforms that are created by weathering, erosion, and deposition. These are landforms you're going to see several times over, and so I want to make sure you have those terms in your notes. So the first landform we're going to look at is a canyon. It is a deep ravine between cliffs that is most often carved from the landscape by a river. And as we have discussed previously, it is created by weathering and erosion. So the river moves through, weathers away the rock, and erodes or carries away the sediment. Next landform we're going to look at, and as I've told you guys, this is the one that you're probably going to see the most often on your tests, is a river delta. So a river delta is a triangular landform where a river empties into another body of water. Now, the river delta is a little bit unique in that this is one of the few landforms we're going to see that is created by deposition. So the river weathers and erodes away rock and sediment from previous places and carries it downriver and then deposits it wherever the river empties. So if it empties into a lake or more typically into the ocean, then we get deposition. The sediment piles up and creates our river delta. This is actually where new land is created. Next landform is sand dune. So sand dunes are hills formed by wind blowing and depositing sand. This is one of our landforms that is created exclusively by wind. Similar to the canyon, it's created by weathering and erosion and some deposition, but it's created by wind. Next is a valley. So a valley is a low area between higher elevations. Now, what is typically different between a valley and a canyon is the smoother, gentler slopes. Canyons usually have some severe cliffs, whereas a valley is a little bit more gentle. And as we have talked about before, valleys are often created by glaciers, and so you'll often hear them referred to as glacier valleys, where ice has moved through. Ice in the form of a large glacier has moved through at some point and carved out the land. So it's hard to see from this picture, but where the clouds are, there are likely some very high mountains covered with snow. So these are just a few of the landforms that we will see. There will be others, but we're going to start with these.